And y'all, it ain't nothing like a man that can sing, ain't it? Oh my God. I think that is the sexiest fucking thing. A man that can sing, that can really just get down. Hell yeah, y'all. Yeah, I like that. But we're going to let that play. We're just going to pipe this down just a little bit. We're going to table that. Because I like that song right there. Hell yeah. So anyway, so I'm sitting on the phone, I'm talking to him and everything, and he just all, just miscombobulated. You know what I'm saying? Just flowed and shit. I'm like, nigga, it don't run into nothing in that motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? So we talking and everything, and he wants to know, what's going on, how you gonna get to Arizona? Are you driving or flying? Well, I hadn't given mention to you guys, and I know I usually share everything with y'all, but last weekend, I want to say last Saturday, I get a phone call early, wee hours in the morning, y'all. Had to be about dark 30. My sister calls me snotting, crying. I mean, the sister, the one that me and her ain't really close. So when I got the call and she's snotting and crying, I'm like, wait a minute. I was seriously thinking that my brother had a motorcycle accident because my brother, he into the motorcycles and all that kind of shit. So I was thinking that something had happened to my brother. And my sister just on one of them type of cries, right? So I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, hello? And so she was like, Tina Francis just died. Miss Francis died. And I'm like, oh, shit. So that was my mom's cousin. And that's, my oldest cousin. And so she died on Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning. And so anyway, so we were like, okay, what we're gonna do, me and her didn't really talk about that and all that stuff, because I'm like, I kept it short and to the motherfucking point. Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, and I'll call Wika and let her know what's happening. Wika is my cousin's daughter. And so I said, well, I'll call Wika and him and see what's going on and all that kind of stuff. And mind you, now they live in Phoenix, Arizona. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem, whatever. So later on that morning, I had, called my cousin and stuff, and give her my condolences about her mom and stuff. Rightfully so, you know what I'm saying? She didn't really want to talk right then because, it's raw. It just happened, you know what I'm saying? Mama body in the house, that type of thing. So, and I knew that pain because that was the same way it was when my mom passed. She died in the house too, you know what I'm saying? So, and everybody want to come see the body and all that. So, I was giving her, 50, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, cousin, I'm going to give you 50 feet, allow you to go ahead and handle that. And then we will talk on this here later on, So I was like, cousin, go ahead on, So I knew she was tying her one on. I knew she was going to have to, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot to, hell yeah. So anyway, so then Monday, I called my cousin back, here a couple of days passed, I just want to know what's happening on the arrangements, what we doing, because if that mean I got to go ahead on and throw Navi on the road, then me and Black, we going to just go ahead on and hit this 10 and do it moving, And see, my thing was, whether or not I was going to drive or I was going to fly. I don't like to drive, and especially to drive all the way to Phoenix. To drive to Phoenix from my house, you're looking at about 5-hour drive. 4 or 5 hour drive, something like that. So, and I was like, if I drive, then I'm going to have a whole bunch of sidekicks. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that couldn't afford to fly and, their cars is, what I'm saying, is, bent to the left, they can't drive neither. So then therefore, by me having a bigger vehicle, and I got an 8-passenger vehicle, so I knew that if I was going to drive, then I was going to have, all kind of cousins, aunties, and all them, folks rolling with me. So, I just needed to know, and, what the arrangements was going to be and what I was going to have to do. Well, make a long story short, Monday, my cousin told me that they had an appointment at the mortuary and that she was going to call me back after 3. The appointment was 3:30, and that she was going to call me back. I didn't hear from her, right? I didn't hear from her at all. So I'm like, I mean, is somebody going to call me and tell me something? So then, and I had called her back, got the voicemail. Okay, I'm still like, okay, whatever. So I was talking to my auntie Niecy, and I was like, Niecy, tell me, I mean, have you heard anything? I mean, what we doing, So my auntie Niecy goes on to tell me, and I think this was Tuesday morning, well, the funeral is tomorrow. And I said, tomorrow? Well, yeah, they just wanted to go ahead on and, have the funeral right away. They didn't want to, waylay. And which I understood that too, because we didn't want to waylay either on my mama, neither. We wanted to go ahead on and put her in the ground and put her to rest, because the longer the time you got to wait, the longer it's like that day is looming, that day is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's best to go ahead on, okay, now this done happened, let's go ahead on and do this moving. Let's get this out the way. What we doing, So I understood that because then therefore it kind of cuts down. It don't cut down on the pain, but it cuts down on the, okay, we got this blow, then we get this other blow with going and viewing the body and all that other stuff. So I understood all that, but I never got no phone call. I never got no phone call saying, okay, well, when the funeral was or nothing. I got this from my auntie Niecy. Okay, so only thing I can come up with, and I still have not talked to my cousin. So the only thing I can come up with, y'all, is bitch wasn't invited. That's all I'm gonna say. Apparently, I was not invited. Contrary to whatever it is, my sister probably went down there and told him, because she was running her ass down there to Arizona. Seemed like every other goddamn month for the past, since my cousin was diagnosed with cancer. And so, ain't no telling what kind of preconceived notions they got about my ass, saying, okay, well, Tina over there, she's stingy, she's sitting over there on the money, and this bitch can, she can't even buy them motherfucking Captain Crunch. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I ain't got no problem with that. Call me that, but just call me something good to go with it. That's all I'm saying. That's a bad bitch. Oh, that, what I'm saying? That, you know what? She fat, but she cute. I mean, put something good with it. If you know what I'm saying? If you're going to call me something, throw a little something extra with it. Put a little handle on it, So, I don't know what all that was or what, but needless to say, I never got the phone call on when the services was and all that other stuff. Now, mind you, I understand a lot of another thing that y'all don't know, a lot of my family members is mad, y'all, behind the scenes, because they said Tina get on YouTube and she telling all the motherfucking business. She telling what all happened. She telling this, that, and the other. And this my motherfucking channel. If you don't like my shit, then do your own shit and come up with a motherfucking rebuttal. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with it. But hell yeah, I did come on here, this bitch, last year. Because they mad at me, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember, but y'all remember when I was doing the videos. And, my cousin them was coming over here. The motherfuckers was washing clothes. And they was just doing all kinds of shit. I mean, y'all just doing the utmostest here in my house. And, and I was just, they was going through, and I just felt like, okay, as, your niece, I'm a stand fully present, and I'm a, help you get back on your feet, whatever I need to do. It just seemed like I was getting fully taken advantage of, and everybody around me, was like, Tina, now don't let them do that. Don't do boop, the boop, boop. I mean, I was literally leaving my house and letting them just stay here, and they was cooking up bacon and, they was doing it all, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Washing clothes, ain't bringing bleach, all that kind of motherfucking shit. So, since I came on YouTube and spoke on it, then, so then that made everybody mad. Like, why you put us out there like that? Why you tell on us? You know what I'm saying? So, since then, me and my auntie, we ain't really been getting up like that no more. That was when, let's see, Black Lacquer was like, yeah, Tina, I'm going to need you to make me some chicken enchiladas, but I want you to put mine in my own pan. That's when all that shit was going on. Because make a long story short on that, I was making my auntie some chicken and dumplings, right? So, since I was making her some chicken and dumplings, I decided I was going to cook me, Ken, and the kids some chicken enchiladas. She was here with me all day, you know what I'm saying? Because she was going through a thing. So she's seeing me cooking, cooking all this food and stuff. So my auntie gonna tell me, well, yeah, I want the chicken and dumplings, but I also want some of them chicken enchiladas, but I want you to put mine in my own pan. I don't want you to scoop mine out. Y'all, it was crazy. So, I mean, it was crazy, but y'all just gotta go back and watch them episodes, y'all. Y'all gotta watch them episodes. It was crazy. So, ever since then, they've been a little bit tight with me, you know what I'm saying? Because they felt like, I shouldn't even spoke on that. You my niece, and I'm supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, get $20. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, it was crazy, y'all. So, anyway, fast forwarding back up to the current events. I didn't get no phone call. And though I know that, everybody, you know what I'm saying, on this side over here, most of them are struggling. I knew that they couldn't afford to get down there to Arizona, so I knew that I was gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna have to put the yellow jacket on and put a motherfucking light on the top of my truck and roll everybody. I knew that. But see, my thing was, when I got to Arizona, I didn't have no problem buying church's chicken boxes. I ain't had no problem with it, okay? But what I'm saying is, if I want to get me a room, let me get my spot. I don't want no motherfucking, you know, goddamn extra ankles and shit all in my bed with me. I didn't want that. My thing was, you know, I was preferring to even roll by myself in the first place. Okay, that was the first thing. And see, when I had talked to my cousin on the phone, and she was like, okay, well, you know, Auntie needs, she need a ticket to get down here, and she can't get down here, and you know, such and such ain't got no way, and this person ain't got no way, and this person need to borrow $40, and this one needs 60. I said, God damn. This was before the even funeral shit even got started. You know what I'm saying? They was already hitting my cousin them up for, you know, we need money and whoop the wop wop whoop whoop. But nobody never called me. See, they don't call me about no money no more, because everybody know Tina's woe out. Do not hit her up on nothing, because she's gonna YouTube your ass. So, and I'm cool with that. Don't call me. I'm cool. Be mad at me, goddammit, because that means that I get to keep all my big faces in my purse. That means all my extra coins, I get to keep them. So it don't matter with me. Be mad with me. I ain't got no problem with it. Be hot with my motherfucking ass. Write me out. So anyway, so that's what's up on that. So they did the whatever. So I guess they were saying that it was supposed to be yesterday or whatever, which I don't know. I have no idea. So when Kenny called me a while ago, Kenny was like, okay, so what we doing? We driving to Arizona or whatever, and because I'm gonna take you to Arizona to the funeral. Because see, I was thinking that the funeral was gonna be on Saturday. And I was a little bit reluctant, because I was like, damn, okay, I got my last Zerona treatment on Saturday. And I think that appointment is at 12:45. And I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to have to reschedule that for the following Tuesday, if in the event the services is on Saturday, because you know we always have services on Saturday, especially when motherfuckers is flying in from all kind of places and shit. How the fuck you gonna have this shit in the middle of the week and motherfuckers gotta drive down here? You know what I'm saying? I'm the only bitch that's really not working, and can afford it. But everybody else that's not working, they ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so if I'm gonna, you know, turn my car from black to yellow, then therefore I need some time. I mean, let me know what's happening, because first of all, anyway, y'all, I can go on and on about that shit. Let's just table that. Let's table that. Okay, so anyway, so Kenny was like, well, you know, I was thinking maybe that I'll drive you to Arizona, you know, on Friday night or Saturday morning. So y'all, guess what? I told him, I said, nah, that's all right. Me and my friend gonna go down there. Fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with him. So he got on his mindset right now. This motherfucker at work about to run into some shit, because he thinking me and my partner is driving to